Hey guys, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I'm your host Nick Nack, hanging out with you guys tonight. Guys, I know it's been a little longer than a hot minute since I last uploaded a video, and I do apologize for that, but I've been working on so much cool shit down here in the arcade/archive room that I just, frankly, I haven't had time to upload any videos. I mean, I guess I could have found some time, but well, I'm just not that motivated. But anyway, I do have some really cool shit to show off to you guys tonight. I have completed an entirely new display shelf area over here in the arcade/archive room where I previously had a large fish tank. So I had to move that whole fish tank out. I had to rehome some fish. Don't worry, I didn't flush them down the toilet. I rehomed them. Shout out to the Colorado Fish Rehoming group on Facebook. And so they found a new home. But anyway, I've got some really cool shit. So let's get on it, guys. I'm going to show you guys some really awesome, radical crap. Let's do it right now. Alrighty guys, so here are my new shelves that where my old fish tank was, and something I haven't talked about in a really long time on the Plastic Planet, and that's sort of what these shelves very, very much are featuring, and that of course is some Masters of the Universe love. So yeah, man, I'm going to go shelf by shelf and kind of show you guys what I've been working on here, and I think you guys think this is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's a little out of the norm of what I usually talk about here on the Plastic Planet, which is Star Wars, but fucking He-Man's awesome. So yeah, let's do that right now.
From the depths, 30 stories high, breathing fire, his head in the sky. Godzilla.
Alrighty guys, well first up, I have got my Mattel 1978 Shogun Godzilla, vintage Shogun Godzilla up there on the very, very top shelf, sharing some space there with, of all things, Thomas the Tank Engine, as he's going to roll on through there on my HO scaled Plastic Planet Express train layout up there. And I got Thomas rolling around there with Anna and Clarabelle and his milk car. So yeah, that's kind of rad. So anyway, like I said, I've got 1978 Godzilla up there sharing the shelf with some 1970s era vintage Fisher-Price Adventure people that I picked up at various antique stores and eBay and whatnot. So they're all chilling up there in their awesome 1970s rad van. And they're getting attacked by, of all things, a modern Jurassic World. I think that's Albertosaurus up there attacking them. So that's kind of scary and cool. And they're trying to flag down Godzilla to help, I guess. I don't fucking know. But anyway, guys, I got a lot of future real estate up here to do some cool shit. Not sure what I'm going to do up there, but I'll figure something out. Yeah, it's going to be rad, it's going to be cool, it's going to be fun, and it's going to go along with this theme up here that I've sort of started to establish, I'm sure, with some dinosaurs and Godzilla and things like that. So, yeah, looking really, really cool up here. Really digging that a lot as Thomas the Tank Engine comes around one more time around the bend there. Yeah, rad. So anyway, guys, coming down to the next shelf here, I just got some Funko love. Again, this is all work in progress, like a lot of things down here in the arcade/archive room. I've got some Jumbo Pops there. Not a brutal pop guy, but I do have a few splattered across my collection. Of course, Skeletor and He-Man there. And I've got Prince Adam on his Sky Sled. Not sure what I'm going to do with that piece yet. That's a Masters of the Universe Origins piece, modern piece, but he's really cool. Just don't have enough room for him down with my rest of my Origins figures, but I'll figure something out. And there's also a vintage, that's actually a vintage 1980s Stridor there as well that probably needs a home. But I'll figure something out for him as well. But yeah, looking cool up there. I mean, again, that's not their permanent home, but looking good. All right, guys, coming down to the next shelf, I've got some more modern He-Man love down here. That's Masters of the Universe, I think Revelations from the Netflix series. And I like these figures a lot. I mean, I wasn't a real huge fan of that show, even though it wasn't terrible. I wasn't a huge fan. The last season was actually a lot better. Revolution, I think it was called. That was a lot better, but it was okay. But anyway, I do love the stylization of these figures a lot. I just think they look really, really cool. Really, really dope. There is He-Man, Skeletor, and Orko there. And of course, I've got a third-party Gladiator skeleton figure in there that I've shown off on the channel before. And then I've also got over here from the Revelations line, I think, I've got the Savage He-Man as well as from the Dungeons and Dragons. I forget that kid's name. I wasn't a big Dungeons and Dragons fan when I was a kid. I just found that off at GameStop for like $7, and I pretty much bought it for the fucking unicorn because that's really, really cool. I mean, I remember that Saturday morning cartoon Dungeons and Dragons. I remember the intro really well. I didn't really watch it, but a lot of my good buddies did, and so I don't know, man. It's sort of a couple of little non-Masters of the Universe figures I've added in there, but I think it looks fun. And I'll be adding in some more Revelations and Revolution Masters of the Universe figs in there in the weeks and months to come. And probably getting some more diorama based elements in there as well as I continue to build this shelf up. But so far right now, looking pretty good with just some aquarium plants and some aquarium ornaments and things, and some backgrounds that just came with the figures themselves. That stone background just came with, I think, the He-Man figure himself. And so, yeah, looking really, really cool. Alrighty guys, just as I turn off the train, because that was running a little loud for the video, my furnace kicks on, but that's okay. Anyway, this is the showpiece section of my Masters of the Universe collection as of right now, and that is, of course, my interpretation that I built myself, and this is what I've been working on during my little hiatus for the last month from YouTube, and I haven't been doing YouTube videos. I've been working on this thing, and that, of course, is a 1/6 scale sort of pseudo interpretation of Hordak's Fright Zone. I love that playset. I never had it as a kid. I really wasn't an avid Masters of the Universe collector as a child, but I just sort of have an appreciation for how cool it is with that puppet and everything, so I kind of wanted to capture that. In this case, I captured it in 1/6 scale to sort of give this Mondo He-Man figure that I recently just added to my collection someplace really cool to hang out. And of course, he is fighting that awesome snake dragon, which of course is actually just a dinosaur puppet that I repainted. This isn't complete yet, just to let you guys know. I do have some more accessories coming for it. I'm going to build up the dungeon gate here behind where He-Man is. Please don't mind my fingers in the shot there. As well as I've got a 1/6 scale skeleton that I'll be adding to this as well to give it a little more of that Fright Zone flavor. But right now, I think it looks really, really dynamite. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I have placed 1/12 scale figures in here as well as 1/6, and the 1/12 scale figures in some ways almost look cooler in it than the 1/6 scale figure that I put in there, although I did build it for the 1/6 scale figure, so that's where he is right now. But yeah, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I did throw in those He-Man Revelations figures. I got He-Man and Orko in there as well as Skeletor. So, I mean, looking really, really cool. So again, this isn't completed. This is still work in progress, although it's about 90% done at this point. I just think it looks fantastic, man. And just to talk a little bit about that 1/6 scale Mondo He-Man figure, yeah, he's really cool. Comes with a couple different two different head sculpts, I should say. More of the battle grimacing head sculpt, as well as sort of a more normal, sort of candid head sculpt, and a variety of fists and everything that you'd expect. And he's very, very cool. Very, very firm looking action figure, I should say. Just feels very, I don't know, compared to like a Hot Toys, feels more plasticky, which isn't a bad thing, especially for when we're talking about He-Man or something like that. But anyway, looking good, man. I love this a lot. I'm pretty proud of this this setup right here. And again, this may change. I may shift this over to 1/12 scale. I don't know. But for right now, it's looking really, really good with my Mondo He-Man. Yeah, awesome. Alrighty guys, and finally coming on to my last shelf here, just a little update on my Masters of the Universe Origins collection. I just recently added Snake Mountain. Now, Snake Mountain's been out for a while, so I didn't want to do a full review on it or an unboxing, because there's plenty of those out on YouTube. Again, this piece has been out for over a half a year now, if not longer, and it's really, really fun. Again, if you want to find other videos showcasing it, you guys can go ahead and do that. There are plenty on YouTube, but this is how I have my displayed right now, with my Castle Grayskull and all of my other modern He-Man Origin figures. And it looks really fun. This is fun. This is exactly why I love Masters of the Universe, just because of the campiness of it, the fun nostalgia of it, and yeah, really, really cool. I mean, I've talked about this in other videos. I talk about Masters of the Universe. I didn't really collect Masters of the Universe when I was a kid. I had a He-Man, and that was about it. But I've always kind of appreciated the line from afar, and as an adult collector, I just wanted to have at least a modest He-Man representation here in the Plastic Planet, and I've definitely accomplished that. Most of these figures I bought, almost 2 years ago now, but however, I did, like I just said, add the Snake Mountain in just recently, and I might buy a few more Origins figures just to load up in here, and yeah, just to kind of add a little bit. And I also might do some more diorama work on this shelf as well, although it won't be too heavy. It won't be anything as ambitious as my Hordak's Fright Zone that I just showed you guys up on the previous shelf. But yeah, looking cool, guys. I'm happy with it. It's fun.